Hi everybody, Elaine here. I've only managed to make one tutorial and I thought I'd give a second tutorial another go. I made this card a couple of days ago and obviously some people might have seen it already on Lavinia for You and Reach Out for Lavinia when I posted it, and I actually like it myself, which is quite unusual. So I'm going to give it a go in different colours, and if I muck up, you'll see me muck up. Unfortunately, this is a tutorial where I make mistakes, probably. I usually do, but we'll give it a go anyway. So, first off, we're going to be using a card base 7 by 7 inch, a front panel 6 3/4 by 6 3/4 inch, foliage set Lavinia 679, fairy charms Lavinia 688, Quinn Lav 693, and small pixies Lav 204. Going to be using a heart stencil, one that I've made slightly smaller. As you can see, it was well used the last time and I'm hoping it's going to be okay for this time. If not, that will be the first mistake. I'm going to be using feather leaf stencil Lavinia. I'm going to be using Nocturne and possibly Medieval Blue. I'm not quite sure. Versifying Claire's. I'm going to be using Elements, Violet Chalk, Mulberry and Della Blue, and I'm using a new one and an old one. I don't know whether I shall need them both, but I've got them out anyhow. Okay, let's get to it. First off, I need to take down the first heart stencil, roughly there. Right, bear with me. Bear with me. Don't want it getting on the card, that's for sure. And keep it in place. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'll be using my Lavinia stencil brushes. So we go for this one, I think, because I'm using a different colour combination. So we're going to go with Della Blue. Oh, let's put some scrap next to me so I can wipe it off. So gently, gently around the edge of the stencil. Lighter on this side. Looks a bit of a mess straight away. Anyway, how are everybody? You okay? I hope you're all well. I haven't been that great, but then I never am really. I'll go with the older pad, there's less on it. Just to give it a light dusting over the top. Right. would say change stencil brush, but I can't find my... Oh, that one will do. Yeah, it's purple. Right. Should have done this the other way around, I think, but still, it's an experiment. Round with the violet chalk. I don't want this to be an overly long tutorial. I get bored if it's too long, unless I'm really interested in the finished result, but I end up watching too many videos and not doing. Mind you saying that, there's only a couple of people I watch, so right. I think I'll come in with a bit of blue again, just to darken the edges. A bit more purple there. Just to give it that hue. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Darken this edge. I want to try and make it 3D. So the darker this side, lighter that side. Just to give it the impression it's 3D. Okay. Now I want a smaller stencil brush. Where are you? And that one? Yes, that one will do. I'm going to dip into the old mulberry now. This one's a really juicy patch. Just go around the edge. Just a little tiny bit there, just to give it the point. No, I don't even have to dip into the actual pad, it's just in the lid. I love it though, it is a nice colour. And it's great for giving the deepening of the edges, which I want. So, a bit more there. Hold that stencil down, I don't want the brush going underneath. And then we'll just do a bit there. I hope that looks okay when I take it off. Just brush it up a bit there. Alright, I think I'll do a bit more blending. A bit more blue, I think. Which one's the new one? Oh, it's the old one, I used the old one. Got to keep darkening that side and keeping that side a little lighter. Just need to blend that darkened edge. Back to the mulberry. Not to the mulberry. Full. Violet chalk. Call that. I nearly made a mistake then. Just to soften that edge a bit. Might have to buy a new violet chalk pad. I do like the violet chalk. Right, I'm just going to slightly look under the stencil to see how that's looking. I want it a little bit more darker. Right, a bit more blue. No, a bit more mulberry. No, go for blue, I think. Just to give it a bit more depth. You see the difference? See that difference now? There go. Let's have a look now. We'll have a peek. I might even let you peek this time. I quite like that. Oh, it's gone over the top. That doesn't matter because I'm doing some stenciling after anyway. I'd just rather it didn't happen. I was going to do a little bit more than mulberry, just to give it a bit more definition. Right, should be it. Oh no, forgot that bit there. See what it looks like now. I think I can get away with that. Now, here's the other stencil, the homemade one, the paper. I just got that one on the floor, excuse me. Now. I need I've got to try and put that there. Got to try and place it. I think that'll be okay. Push it up a bit. So the points there and the points. Just bear with me. I talk to myself a lot anyway. I'm trying to use the tape that I'd already used to save money. Not that I care about that. I think this one's going to be a bit of a pain. I need to keep that stencil, my homemade stencil, as flat as I possibly can. Oh. I think I might be able to get away with that. So we do the same process on the smaller one. So start off with the Della Blue. I think I came in a bit strong at the bottom, but we'll remedy that. There, look. Don't matter. Should try and blend that in with the lilac chalk. Oh. That looked a bit like mulberry then. Yeah, it does look a bit messy, a lot messier than I wanted it to be. I've got to remember to keep talking to you guys because I'm so used to just getting on with it and not doing a commentary. I don't like that bit. Best thing to do, darken up the rest to match it. Back into the blue. And And I just have to make the other side exceptionally dark. Why is that white there? Oh well. Don't know what that is. It's almost an ethereal feel. But actually it's not too bad, but I don't like that white. I don't know where that's come from. I'll try and cover that. Never fear. Loads of ink about, loads of tools, lots of stamps. Right, make that quite dark. Now let's go for the mulberry again. The real game changer. Again, round this side. So we've got like a shadow to this side. Try not to go underneath this paper makeshift stencil. I hope not. Otherwise I'll be starting this video again. Drag that out a bit. So it's not so harsh. Do a very fine one around this side. We don't want it to be a shadow all round, do we? I don't know what that white mark is. It's my tablet, that noise, telling me that it's 100%. Right, let's come back in with some blue again. Try blend that up. Does anybody else get loads of glitter on their pads? I don't know, can't get it off. I might have to buy some Milo and die cut some proper stencils rather than keep using paper, because I've got a feeling that this is mucked up. I don't know what that was. It's really annoying me, that white bit. Can't cover it, so it's obviously something that's happened to the card before I started with it. Right, this could be the big reveal. Oh, please don't have bled. Oh, for goodness sake. No, I'm happy with that, apart from that white part, and apart from this little tiny bit crooked there, but you're not going to notice that when I've finished playing with it. Okay, so that's the major part done. I'm just going to put those inks to the side. Before I do any stenciling, I'm going to be putting my fairy on. Right, where is she, Quinn? Got them all on blocks, so I don't lose them. Right, so we're going to put Quinn on. Lots of ink because she's a silhouette. Actually, let's move the brushes out the way and put the paper down. For stamping. Right, I've used a different fairy this time because I wanted to change it up a bit. Can you see what I'm doing? Get her hand on the point. Breathe. Give good press. I can never get the silhouettes out anyway. I've got a black Sharpie pen that will help remedy that. very unusual. I'm just not a natural stamper. Well, not perfection anyway. I try to be. Oh, that's not too bad. In fact, I quite like that one. Right, quick wash, wipe of my stamp. Water, cloth, done. Now, what am I going to do next? I think what I'll do is I'll ground her. Oh, sorry, I didn't get the stencil out of my hill mask. There it is. There was me thinking that I'd finished with the what colour shall I do? I don't really want the stenciling going right across, but I might have to, because that looks perfect there. Now, I think I'll do it in the Della Blue. Sorry, I should keep talking, shouldn't I? I hope you're having a good day. I was going to be working and I just felt so tired, and I didn't really want to make any more tutorials because I just felt the last one, well, the last one was not that great because the camera was angled so that it was sideways. I think I'll do that in mulberry. And I just felt it was a bit of a flop, and the trouble is with me is I forget to turn the camera on. Not that I wanted to, not at all. Let's do a bit of that colour. I didn't really want to because I just didn't feel confident. Anyway, I was supposed to have been working today, but yesterday I went to the hospital, and because I have lung problems. I nearly died last year when I was in hospital. I was on oxygen for 10 days, so I wasn't good. So I'm going to try and darken this bit up. Well, not with that one, mulberry I want. Or perhaps not. I'll go with the lilac, see what happens. So I went to the hospital yesterday, and I've had bugs in my lungs since, well, I spoke to the consultant yesterday, and apparently I've had 3 different types of bugs, and that's why I keep having different antibiotics, and they're big masses, and now I've got to have full blood works because they're not disappearing, they're just becoming different bugs. And I've got to go for a CT scan, full blood works. I've got to do loads more tests to send off to see if the bugs are disappearing, but I've got to do the test before I take the antibiotics to see at what rate they're growing. 3 tests on the trot each day. Then I can start taking my antibiotics. And oh, I like that. Just make it a little bit darker on under her body and her feet. Yeah, so basically I'm fed up with hospitals, but needs must. Needs must. Happens to us all. And I'm sure there's plenty of you who've got bigger problems than I have, and I'm sorry to hear that. I don't like hearing people suffering. That's a bit better. Now, I'm just going to do a couple of strokes here and there because it's not flat ground, is it? Just make a few marks. Yeah. Sorry, I keep going quiet. It's because I'm always concentrating. Don't like them marks actually, but there you go. Don't like that one because it's not curved. I was a bit silly there. See if I can make that. Yeah, that's a bit better. I don't think the inks. Let's go down that one. Do a little tiny one there. Oh, that'll do, I think. Let's do one here, curved one there. There, that's better. Right. So now it's got as far as that. I'm going to go around the edge with a little bit of Della Blue. So I thought, do you know what? I was sitting here thinking, oh, I've done all the blending. Have I hell? I forget what I'm doing half the time. Go around the edge. A bit of Della Blue. And I'll tell you why I'm doing this first, because I want to see how dark I need it after I've done the stenciling. Don't worry about the blending because the stenciling's going over the top. Don't worry, I'm going to do some purple so it blends in with the base. Right, that's the blue. Now for the purple. Hope you can still see this. Like I said, I just going to roughly put a bit of the purple in the background. See? Look. Shouldn't say purple, it is violet chalk. I need some kind of background for the stenciling. Doesn't matter if you go over the wings. This is the, do you know, this is the first time in all my designs that I haven't coloured the wings in on that one. The other one I did, and I'm not going to be doing it on this one either, because I think the colours come through the wings are sufficient. In fact, and it started to annoy me using glitter because every glitter goes everywhere. Like I said, on my ink pads. Now, for the boring bit, you're going to watch me stencil parts of the feather leaf around the heart. And this is the bit where I find which bit can go there. That one can go there, so it's sort of like ensconces the heart. I think that's the word. You'll see what I mean. I want to go around as the shape of the heart, like so. I'll turn that round the other way. And actually staying away from the actual heart itself, I forgot to say, because I don't want the stenciling in. Right, I want that one coming down here. I don't want the stenciling to overtake the hearts. I just want the design round it. You see what I mean, Harry? I'm joking. I'll use that one again, I think. Yesterday I was all over the place with this. I was doing a bit of that one, bit of that one. Now I've just realised I could use the same one. See? I'll use a little one now. Actually, I'll go that way, there. Because I don't really want to... see, I'm going to have to go through her a bit. Never mind, it's only going to be a little tiny bit. I have plans for you. Right, so we're going to come back round this way, turn the stencil round onto a curve around the heart, gently with a brush. There you go. I wish I could do something about that though. I'll have to work that out. I'll have to put my thinking cap on. Cool, that's perfect fit there. Right. How about that then? How does that do you? Now, I'm going to do a bit more around the edges. You're thinking to yourselves, when are you going to get to that middle bit? Well, I'm saving that for last so that I can muck it up, eh? Because that's what I'm likely to do. I do hope not though, because I want to put this video out. It'll be nice to see if I can get some followers, subscribers, comments. It would be nice because I do put a lot of work into my cards. Not as much work as some other great artists out there like Lisa Taggart, Myrna Hooge, Tracy Dutton, Joe Rice. They're just amazing artists, and I don't proclaim to be anything near their talent, but I quite like my own talent, so I think that's okay. Let's put a bit more there because it's a bit lilac-y there. That doesn't matter, does it? What do you think? I think that's good. That white thing is still annoying me. What can I do to cover it? Okay. Now, I'm going to do my pixies and the hearts. Heart. Where's my other block? These are the bits that I could muck up on. Where's my cloth? Excuse me. Right. Hold your breath. Well, I am. My first fairy charm. Let the ink soak in. Just got to go through that. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. Actually perfect. Right. Now, for the bottom ones, I'm going to wipe the ink off because I don't want the full length. Actually, I do for the middle one. So I told a lie. I'm going to turn it that way. So again, I'm going to line it up with her hand. Excuse me if my head's in the way. Oh my goodness, This is turning out crazy good, apart from the white bit. So just wipe off the end because I certainly don't want them as long this time. So, do you know, I think I'm only going to do 3 this time. One there. I think I'll leave off, as if you see in this card, oh, come in, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's an even number. So if I have 3, oh no, still be even. Oh well, but then I'm going to be putting dangly bits on it anyway, so God, that ink's staying wet. Voila. Perfect so far. Well, almost. Nothing's perfect, is it? Especially when I'm not in charge. Right, it's getting these pixies in place. I think. Where's the acetate? These acetates are brilliant for placing when you see what you want. So which one is that? Is that one? So if I put that one there and then I put that one there, it'd be almost holding hands. Can you see what I mean? Yeah, that's where I want it. Dappy dap dap dap. Oh look, ink. Okay. Excuse me if my head's in the way. I've got to go and get my eyes tested. That's the excuse I'm going to use if this all mucks up. Oh, that's not too bad a placement. Shove that back on there. Even she's got glitter on. I don't know where it all comes from. Well, I do, from glitter, obviously. I tell you, this one's coming together a lot quicker than the other one. So match up their hands there. I don't think they're quite touching their hands. It doesn't matter. I don't think they're designed for that. No, they're not, because the hands are... Oh! Kind of losing our hand on the heart, but can't be perfect. It's handmade. Even though I want it perfect, it's just not feasible. Right. Now, I've got to try, I think, I might dangle a couple of hearts from there, which will cover that. It's called creative thinking. Yeah, because that's really, I hope that gets covered by the versifying Claire. Oh look, ink everywhere again. And around the stamp. God, it happens to us all, I'm sure. Excuse me. A little bit more. That. Please, 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 please cover it. Oh, not quite. I've got a Sharpie pen though, remember. Now I've got to try and even that out with another one. Not that, oh no, I'm going to put one down here. I've got to make sure that's straight. I don't want it to look as though the wind's blowing it around. That's good enough. Right, no more hearts, getting too mushy. Now this one, I've always got to work out where the bottom is. I think it might be that way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use blue for this one. Stamp it off and see. Yeah, a bit of blue. I'm going to put one there. Second generation. We're going to have one there. Second generation. Do we want another long one? Just take a bit of it off because I don't want to leave that heart feeling lonely. Put it there and then do a second generation there. Put one more there and a second generation. Now I think we're going to change over to the smaller one. Quite like the Diddy one actually. Oops. Should I say oops-a-daisy like I used to when I was a kid? I like this one, it's more delicate. Work out which way it's supposed to go around. Oh, it doesn't matter, I don't think. No, it doesn't matter. Just remember not to press too hard on these details because you end up with a blurred bit. One there. One there. There we go. See if we can get a third out of it. Yep. Now, up the top one. I think that's enough. Well, actually, I might put a little Diddy one. Oh. Right. From there. One second generation. Third generation. That's not bad, third generation. That one. And that one. That one went crooked. Never mind. It's a handmade card. Keep telling yourself that, Elaine. Right. I think we're almost there. Now, I'm trying not to make it too alike. How are we going there so far? I think we need to pastel her up and use my clear Stardust, clear Jelly Roll Stardust pen. I quite like that. Yeah. So excuse me while I get one of my hundreds of boxes of pens and pencils. Right. Yeah, it is. No, that's the wrong one. Where's that? Oh, there it is. It's so clear I couldn't see it. It's a jelly roll, Secure Jelly Roll Clear Stardust, which I love. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do each strand of her hair. I'm going to tart her up. Not that she needs much because she's beautiful. All I'm doing is following the strands where I stop breathing and concentrate and talk to you at the same time. Right, this is how I know that my eyes need testing, and especially when I'm at work and I've got my glasses on and I still can't see the screen. Can't remember the last time I had them tested actually. I think it might be 2 years. Right, let's just hold it to the side so I can see that I've got it all. A bit there, and we're going to put a bit on the top of her head, because after all, that's hair. Right, so I've done her hair. I'm going to go around her wings. Very tedious this part, very relaxing. I'm just basically going around all the lines in her wings. And this is why I said I'm not going to colour the wings, because you've got the pastel effect from the ink behind the wing. And I thought, well, why not use that to its advantage? Instead of using glitter and getting it everywhere and ending up with all over my stamps and my inks, when it's even been put away and it's been wiped away. I like outlining. Do like it. It's very relaxing. A bit like colouring. I like colouring sometimes. I'm an adult colourist for adult colouring books, and I've been featured on a book, but I have not done any adult colouring for ages. Portraits I do, you know, faces. I like to play with the skin and hair. Maybe one day I'll show them on here. Just show the ones that I've done. Obviously, I can't do a video of me colouring a face because it takes forever. Right, now the Litlands wings. You'll see the effect. I'll lift it up and show you when I've just done the Litlands wings. I used to be a mixed media artist as well, and I struggle not to bring that all into the cards, because then I'd end up having to buy all the products that I sold when I gave it up. Right, I don't know if you can see that. Not sure if you can. Right, so I'm going to put a bit down these, just to give them a bit of shimmer. And do the lines around the strings of the hearts, give them a bit more oomph. I'll go around the outline of the heart. Just lots of shimmer that you're probably not going to be able to see in the camera. Oh, this is going to be difficult seeing these bits on the purple background. Around the hearts, around the hearts. Oh, that bit there. around that heart. Now, pastel. Get my pastel pencils out. Let's move some of this. Clear the decks. Not that that's ever going to happen. Right, we're going to do a bit of shading around her face, around her knee, on her hand. On her shoulder, on her other hand. Don't spend too much time on this. I want it to look as natural as possible. Just give her a bit of shape around there and smudge it in with your finger because it sets the pastel at the same time. You can use a cotton bud, but I just use my fingers because they're handy. Not one for too many tools. Right, that's that. Let's put a bit in the hearts. Why isn't that working on there? Oh, it's because the ink's a bit wet, isn't it? That's fine. Use a bit of this. She's probably better. Jelly roll pen. I think I'll do 2 there. Oh, just put a bit there. Oh, this pen bunging up because of the ink. Still. Oh, a bit of pastel around the pixies. Give them some shape. Bit round the back, bit round the arms, bit round the tummy, bit down the legs, and then smudge. And if you're not happy, just go in and do a bit more. Right, her body needs and her face needs a bit more. Leg, face. See, just want, you just need to give them a bit of shape, and the fact that highlighting gives them shape. See, and then just rub it in. I mean, I sometimes use the gel pens for it and just put it on and wipe it quickly, but pastel is much more forgiving for mucking around with. Not only that, I'm not sure, but I think you can rub it out with a rubber. Don't quote me on that because I've never tried it. Okay, next stage is, I don't know whether I should make that darker around the edges. I think I'll give it another blast with the Della Blue. I'll probably muck it up now. Well, actually, I need to do the purple because of the base. Should have put the ground in as blue, shouldn't I? I'm so stupid. Still, all art is art. That's what I tell everybody. No one's better than anybody else because all art's unique. Right, I think we'll go with the lilac, don't you? Sorry if this is taking forever. Not quickly. I will edit a bit of this because it's going to run out of time. It's going to be too long. So I shall cut some of the bits out that are boring, that I think are boring. You don't really want to keep seeing me blending. Right. Sharpie. What's that for, they say? Oh, it's my fake edges. And I should have done this at the beginning because I could make a mistake at the end where the pen runs over the design. One side. Breathe. Hold breath. Two sides. Careful with this one. 3. 4. Not quite as thick, that one. That will do, Harry. Now, I'm not going to stick it onto a card yet because there's just a couple bits I'm going to do, and I shall wait until it's dry. And that is glossy accent the heart that they're holding. Oh yeah, the Sharpie for that white bit on that heart. See, Cure-All. Black Sharpie must. I don't actually like the highlight on those bits. Dampen it down a bit. Why is that running? Probably because I put too much on, Elaine. And when that's almost dry, I shall push a diamante into it. I'm not going to do it at the moment because the diamante could end up upside down and then I'll muck up the card. So we'll let it set a little while. And I think that is it. I'm not going to be putting a sentiment on it at the moment, but when it's finished you will see what I've added to it. I don't think I'm actually going to add anything to it. I'm just going to put a sentiment on when I've decided what. You don't want to sit there watching me go through all the sentiments for like half an hour. I'm still wonder what I'm going to put on there. That's another boring bit. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. This is the original. It's in a cellophane bag because it's getting sold. And this is today's effort. Slightly different. Actually, I don't know. I still prefer the original, I think. I think it's because it's different colours. But again, that's not mounted on a card yet. But I will add that in later. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Putting up with my psychobabble. And when I'm like concentrating and I'm not speaking at all. I tell you, there is something I've missed. Where's it gone again? There it is. Is the dangly bit down here. Doesn't take 2 seconds. There. Not that you could see it. Anyway, yes, thanks for joining me, and I may just come along and do another one at some point. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.